Be happy from within. The truth about lasting fulfillment. You are here. The sacred start? Let's begin with something simple, something rare. You showed up. Maybe with tired eyes, maybe with a heavy heart, maybe with questions you haven't put into words yet. But still, you showed up. And that alone? That matters. In a world built to distract you, in a culture that rewards speed over soul, presence is rebellion. So right here, right now, we honor the pause. We don't fix. We don't analyze. We just let ourselves be. Let's anchor ourselves. Together. Inhale, slowly. Feel the air enter. Feel your chest rise. Hold and exhale, gently, fully. Let something go. Let's do it again. Not because breath is trendy, but because it's sacred. It brings you back to yourself. Because the first breath quiets the noise. But the second, it brings you home. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not too much or not enough. You're just remembering who you are beneath the pressure. And that is a sacred thing. The culture of constant proving. From the very beginning, we're trained to do. Smile when asked. Say thank you, even when uncomfortable. Please the adults, win the prize, get the grade, make everyone proud. At first, it seems innocent, but over time, a quiet lie takes root. If I win, I will be safe. And that's how it begins, the lifelong audition. We become adults still seeking gold stars, still performing for approval, still addicted to being impressive, while quietly starving for intimacy. We confuse validation with love, and productivity with purpose. We celebrate burnout. We call anxiety ambition. But what if the bravest thing you could do today was rest? What if you didn't earn peace by doing more, but allowed it by doing less? What if stillness was the real flex, the emotional bankruptcy of success-only living? Let's talk about a truth most people won't admit. You can have it all and still feel like something's missing. You can get the house, the job, the body, the followers, the praise, and still lie awake at night with a quiet ache in your chest that says, is this it? Because we've been taught to chase what looks good, not what feels true. We aim for checkboxes, but forget to ask, does this feel aligned with me? Accomplishment is visible. Alignment is internal. One earns applause. The other earns peace. And you can fake one, but never the other. If you've ever sat in a beautiful space you worked so hard to afford and still felt lonely, you're not broken. That emptiness isn't failure. It's feedback. This isn't what we came for. What you actually came here for. You didn't come here to be impressive. You didn't come to win approval, go viral, or constantly perform. You came here to live, to breathe deeply, to laugh loudly, to cry freely, to feel things in their fullness, to walk through this world as a whole, messy, beautiful human being. You came here to build memories that don't need to be posted, to fall in love with your life even when it's not polished, to notice tiny miracles, the way sunlight lands on your face through the window, the warmth of your morning drink, the way your breath softens during a hug, the quiet of being understood without needing to explain. That's what you came for, and no one told you this kind of happiness was enough. Because no one profits from your peace, but it is enough, and it's already here, breaking the cycle of conditional joy. Let's name the trap. I'll be happy when, we've all said it. I'll be happy when I lose the weight, move out, find the right person, launch the dream, finally look the way I want to. But here's the lie that no one tells you. Once you get there, your brain moves the goalpost. It doesn't stop. I'll be happy when becomes I'll be happy if, and then I'll be happy again when. It's a moving finish line, a race with no end. And the cost? Your present joy. So let's shift something radical. Let joy in now. Even if you're still becoming, even if you're still figuring it out, even if it's messy. Because if you can't feel peace now, with all the imperfections, you'll never fully feel it later. Happiness doesn't live in the next. It lives in your now. The relationship that changes everything. We talk so much about love, but rarely about this one. The relationship you have with yourself. And it's the one that changes everything. Because here's the truth. The way you speak to yourself becomes your inner reality. The way you treat yourself becomes your standard. The way you hold yourself teaches others how to hold you. Ask yourself, do I listen when I'm tired? Do I give myself grace when I fall short? Do I set boundaries to protect my energy, or do I betray myself to keep the peace? Do I nourish my body or punish it? Most of us were never taught how to love ourselves without condition, but you can begin again with kindness, with honesty, with presence. You don't need to be perfect to be gentle. You just need to be willing. Talk to yourself like someone you love, because you are worth showing up for every single day. The myth of constant self-improvement. Here's something we don't say enough. Healing is not a hustle. You don't need to constantly evolve. You don't need to optimize your whole life. You don't need to turn every insecurity into a 30-day goal. Some days, healing looks like doing absolutely nothing. Some days, the bravest thing you'll do is not push. You'll sit still. You'll eat slowly. You'll walk outside. You'll breathe deeply. And that is enough. You are not a productivity app. You are not a personal development experiment. You are a human being, not a constant self-improvement project. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to not have an answer. You are allowed to just be, and you are still worthy. Redefining what better means. Let's rewrite the meaning of better. Because better isn't always shinier, louder, or richer. Sometimes better looks like not reacting when triggered, drinking water instead of spiraling, logging off when you're overstimulated, saying, "That's not for me," feeling safe in your own skin. Sometimes better is subtle. It doesn't come with fireworks, but it feels like freedom. It feels like peace. It feels like coming home to yourself after years of abandoning your own needs. So when you ask, "Am I getting better?" don't look at your bank account or your mirror. Look at your ability to be kind, to stay grounded, to walk away, to return to yourself. That's progress. You were never broken. Let's get something clear. You are not broken. You are not a burden. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not falling apart. You are becoming, unraveling from patterns that no longer fit, peeling back the layers of should, shedding old identities so you can finally breathe. That's not falling apart. That's growth. That's soul work. That's you, stepping into your own fullness. Even if you can't see it yet, you are being rebuilt into something stronger. And not because you needed fixing, but because you were always meant to come home to yourself. The life you build in the quiet moments. It's easy to think your life is made in big moments, but your real life, it's made in the quiet. The breath before you speak your truth. The walk where your mind finally slows down. The meal you eat with presence. The no you say that protects your peace. Your life isn't made in the highlight reel. It's made in the ordinary. And when you start noticing the beauty in the small, that's when everything changes. Your inner peace is always available. So here's where we land. You don't need a new life to feel new inside. You just need to return, to breathe, to listen, to let go of what was never yours to carry. Happiness from within isn't about being happy all the time. It's about being anchored, being at peace, even when things feel unclear. Being kind, even when you're unsure. Being whole, even when you feel tender. Because peace isn't found, it's remembered, and it's already inside you. If any part of this spoke to you, please come back. Not because you need a reminder, but because you deserve a reunion with yourself, with your breath, with your truth. You matter. You are enough. And you don't have to chase peace. You just have to let it in. Until next time, go gently. You're doing better than you think.